Reincarnation of a king long gone, the highest enlightened nigga sitting on top of the sun.
Yo, what's up, ladies and gents? It's your boy King Bub, your coach of the one and only Munchlaxster United. Here we have week 8 of the NPA against Skylar and his Duke City Doublades. So like I said, this is week 8, guys, and if you didn't miss out week 7, we had to get a forfeit win against Kraselki, which really does suck because I do not want forfeit wins. I don't like forfeit wins. I really don't like it, but we had to do it, and that's what happens sometimes. Sorry if I sound kind of quiet. I kind of had to re-record this again. It's like 5 in the morning. I just recorded it and I have to re-record it because my mic was not properly connected, which sucks, man. Really sucks. But we are here, like I said, week 8 against Skylar, Duke City Doublades, and I'm just gonna go through this as fast as I can because I do not I just literally talked for like half an hour and it didn't record, so that really is ass. So I'm gonna go over the team really quick. As you see, he brought Taro, Slurpuff, Slowbro, Skunk Tank, Turtonator, and Venusaur, Mega Venusaur. We brought a Focus Sash, Greninja, Adamant, Mega Pinsir, physically defensive Rest, Rocky Helmet, Suicune, mixed defense with some special attack investments, Skunk Tank, specially defensive Kamala, Wish, Toxic, to handle Slowbro. That's really his only job besides get hazards away, but as you see, he does not have any rock setters, so we don't have to worry about rocks or anything like that, which is good. And we got a substitute Bug Z move, Heracross. Heracross puts in a lot of work, and so does Mega Pinsir, and hopefully we can just do that. So I'm probably gonna start the battle right and now. So you're gonna see that we are challenged by Pokemon trainer Skylar with the fresh shades on, looking nice. So he starts off with Tauros, and I do start off with my Greninja. Greninja was my dedicated lead because, like I said, we are Focus Sash, and we have spikes. So if we set up spikes, it's really nice for Heracross and Mega Pinsir. I decided to switch out of my Greninja just because I did not want to take the damage from Tauros, because we are Focus Sash and we are gonna live, but keeping Greninja in the back with that Focus Sash just in case Slurpuff gets out of hand, or if we need it against Tauros, because I am expecting him to probably be a Choice Scarf Tauros or something like that. He could be Choice Scarf, he could be Life Orb. It's kind of hard to tell because with Sheer Force the Life Orb damage doesn't go down, but he's most likely it's Sheer Force. We get some Rocky Helmet chip. We cannot get paralyzed because, like I said, he is Sheer Force, so he cannot paralyze us. And excuse me as I fix my mic real quick. Alright, cool. So he can't paralyze us. He does not have that chance to paralyze us anymore because of the Sheer Force, which is really nice. So he's gonna go into Slowbro here. I decide to rest, which I think I probably should have not rested. I think it would have been better if I just went for a Toxic there. I do believe we are Toxic Suicune. Pretty sure it's Toxic, Scald, Roar, and Rest. Because Staraptor, he has a Staraptor, and that was a really big threat against our team. So Suicune was really nice to handle that. But Slurpuff also is a huge threat against our team. If Slurpuff takes out Suicune and we don't have the Sash on Greninja, then it can just sweep our whole team, and that's something we do not want. But I switched into my Kamala, which, like I said, is a dedicated wall to the Slowbro. So Slowbro's most likely gonna go for the Calm Mind. He goes for the Calm Mind, which is fine because we are able to live anything. We are able to live a +1 Side Shock from Slowbro. We could just Toxic it and put it on a timer, and everything's nice and dandy. So Kamala is gonna be standing in here looking real nice, and this is the first time we've brought Kamala. I was trying to trade it, no one wanted it. I decided to keep it anyways. I was about to trade it for like a Mon on the that was just left over, you know, like from the free agents. But I decided to keep it. My boy Gypsy King said I should keep it because it's a good rapid spinner. We need it for Mega Pinsir, which is very nice. As a rapid spinner, a Wish Passer, and just it hits pretty hard too, which is pretty cool. Kamala is not passive whatsoever, so I decided to keep it, and it's actually really nice in this week because, like I said, its one job was to Toxic Slowbro and get rid of hazards, but like I said, he does not have any hazard potential, so all his job is here to do is to set up a Toxic on the Slowbro. So that's pretty good. We have Slowbro on a timer, it can't just completely demolish us. So I'm gonna go for a wish this turn. I do believe I go for the wish. There we go. And the wish is in the air. And we're gonna live anything from this thing. And if we don't live, then we can bring in anything else and just kind of revenge kill this Slowbro. But as you do see, we do live on 42. That did a lot of damage, but we live, and that's crazy because we are especially defensive. We have like almost max HP, but I was actually pretty surprised we lived that. I thought I was gonna die. I didn't calculate because I just thought I was gonna die. But Kamala putting in very nice, very clutch, very clutch right here. So I do believe I switch into my Greninja here. I don't know why I didn't go for U-turn. I think I should straight up switch into Greninja. I think U-turn would have been a way better play, but I should hard switch. I really don't know why I hard switched. I could have easily gone for the U-turn. I think for some reason I was thinking I was slower than it, so I was kind of like, nah, I need to, what's it called? I need to just switch into Greninja because I knew he was gonna go for Psyshock. Psyshock was the play. Scald was also a pretty decent play for him, but I guess he didn't want to do it. I don't know why, but Scald was a pretty decent play for him, and sorry if my voice just sounds extra weird right now. I'm moving around my filter because it was being annoying. So let me just fix it real quick. Alright, cool, there we go. Sorry about that if you did hear that noise. But we switch it into Greninja, which is very nice because we get some more toxic damage on this freaking Slowbro, which is really annoying. Slowbro is freaking annoying, man. But I double into my Suicune because I was thinking he might go for the Scald here. I did not want to get burned or anything like that. I did not want to lose my sash. I know switching into Slowbro to begin with Greninja was a little risky because he could have Scald and burned me and I would have lost my sash, but I didn't think he was going to go for the Scald. I was pretty certain he was just going to go for Psyshock, thinking I was going to sack off my my Kamala. So he actually switches into his freaking Slurpuff here. He sets up a belly drum, and we are asleep, so that's very scary. We still haven't gone through any sleep turns. I don't believe we have. So now this Slurpuff is belly drummed up, full attack, looking really scary. And he did not pop the Citrus Berry. I guess he didn't put the right amount of HP investment to let his HP drop. I think he put an even number. I think you're supposed to put an odd number or something like that. I don't know. But Citrus Berry doesn't pop, which kind of sucks because if it did pop, then we'd be able to roar this thing out and then it wouldn't have the Citrus Berry ever again. And that would have been very cool, but it didn't happen. So I guess his missed plan actually worked for him, I guess. But as you see, we eat that Drain Punch. That is very nice. Suicune is so freaking bulky, man. Suicune is annoying, and I'm loving this thing right now, putting in the pressure against his Slurpuff. Sure, he is hitting Drain Punch and getting health back, but all I need is a little bit of chip on this thing, because if I get a little bit of chip, it can't really set up on anything else on our team, because STUNFISK actually does a decent chunk on this thing if it wants to set up a belly drum in front of STUNFISK. STUNFISK should be able to wipe it out with the little bit of chip damage we've done with Suicune's Rocky Helmet. So Suicune put in a decent amount of work here, and I do believe we do wake up here, and we do. Very nice. We wake up and we roar this thing out. And like I said, if he popped the Citrus Berry, roaring this thing out would have been even better. But we're just getting this thing out of our face because we do not want it. And it is chipped away a little bit, so it's very nice. And you'll see that comes in later in the match. You'll see that it comes in very clutch. The little chip damage from the Rocky Helmet from Suicune. Very cool. So in comes his freaking Turtonator. I'm just going to go for Scald, because Scald is the play right here. It should do a decent amount of damage, puts it in range for Pinsir to 100% kill it with return. I was thinking he's either going to go for Shell Smash or just kill us off here, and he does kill us off with the Bloom Doom. Kind of overkill. He didn't really need to click the Bloom Doom button. He probably could have saved the Bloom Doom for, what's it called, for STUNFISK or something like that, but he decides not to do that. Either way, Turtonator was just an easy revenge kill after that, even if he did kill us with Flamethrower or something like that. So in comes the Bloom Doom. The nice animation, looking real cool. So Suicune's gonna go down. We didn't really need Suicune anymore. It's really low health. We could probably rest up on Slowbro, but I don't think I really want to rest up on Suicune anymore. I don't want to have the sleep turns anymore, just in case something goes crazy and we need to not be asleep. I'd rather just have Suicune gone for now. We could really sack it off. It's all good. Suicune did its job. It roared away the Slurpuff, got chip damage on Tauros with Rocky Helmet, got chip damage on Slurpuff with Rocky Helmet, and it got some chip damage on this thing with Scald, which is very cool. Now it is in range of return. I do believe, I think it actually was out of range, and that's why I'm just gonna go into my Heracross, because close combat is a favor for me to kill. So I'm depending on Heracross right here. I'm gonna go for the sub just in case he wanted to switch into Slowbro. So I go for the sub because if he does switch into Slowbro, then I can just freaking hit it with a Mega Horn, and that would have been nice. But he's gonna stay in. He's just gonna sack this thing off because it really doesn't do much against my team. It's really freaking slow. It can't set up a Shell Smash anymore in front of me. If it does have Shell Smash, I do believe it does have Shell Smash. He does have Shell Smash on this set, I do believe. So Heracross, he's gonna break our sub, and we're just standing in front of this thing. So I'm just gonna click close combat, and Heracross is gonna pick up its debut kill for the Munchlaxster United here in the NPA, taking out this Turtonator, this turtle, this fire dragon turtle thingy majig. So Heracross, I'm gonna drop my defenses, but it's all good because if he goes into Tauros, that's the only way I'm switching out. If he doesn't go into Tauros, if he goes into anything else, then I'm just gonna get another kill pretty much. So he 100% has to go into Tauros because we do get the Moxie boost. If he goes Slowbro, dies to Mega Horn, I have Savage Spin out. If he goes into Slurpuff, we just knock off his Citrus Berry. It can't set up a belly drum anymore, and we're all good, nice and dandy. But he does go into Tauros, which makes complete sense, and I'm gonna switch into my Kamala here. I was thinking of just sacking it off. There's no point of keeping Kamala anymore. And you're gonna see here that he actually goes for the flamethrower. So Kamala's actually gonna live this. We should be able to live another flamethrower. And at this point, I was thinking Kamala was gonna die. I thought he was Life Orb. I didn't think he was gonna switch out because he could just body slam next and just kill us. Another flamethrower is not actually gonna kill Kamala, so he had to kind of just go for the body slam here, and we get enough left. I just click Wish because I thought, you know, Kamala's dead. It's gone. It's done what it's supposed to do, Toxic Slowbro. But he actually switches out, so that makes me think he is Scarfed. He has to be a Scarfed Tauros. I did the calc on Suicune when it did go body slam, and it's definitely not banded. So I think it had to be a scarfed Tauros, because he did switch out. He could have easily killed our Kamala there, so obviously has to be Scarf. I think it has to be Scarf. It's not banded, it's not Specs. I think it has to be Scarf. So we set up a nice wish in here. Here is where I'm gonna make probably the biggest misplay of my NPA season so far. I really thought he was gonna go, for some reason I thought he was gonna go for Calm Mind and try to take advantage of my Kamala. So I decided to U-turn out and not go into Greninja. I didn't want to go into Greninja. I don't know why I didn't. That would have been an even better play. But I decided to go into Heracross, and this was the worst play ever. I really thought he was gonna go for Calm Mind, and I wanted to get some offensive pressure on his team, but he goes for Psyshock, and this thing is just gonna completely kill Heracross. I was kind of hoping I'd live, but I didn't think I was gonna live. And he completely wipes out my Heracross, and that's really dumb play on my part because Heracross put so much pressure on his team. Anytime Heracross came in, it pretty much just killed something, and it got a Moxie boost, and it could just kill something else, and he would just have to sack things. And losing Heracross was really bad on my part. I kind of tilted a little bit at this point because not anything on Skylar, it's just on my part. I was like, why did I go into Heracross? That was so dumb. His safest play was to go Psyshock to kill off my Kamala, and I just made the dumbest play, and I was pretty mad. So here I just go into my STUNFISK. I had a feeling he was gonna switch into his Mega Venusaur, so I believe I do just drop the rocks here on his side of the field because I could chip away at his Slurpuff, I could chip away at his Tauros, and put it in range for certain moves like Mega Pistols, Quick Attack, which just do a lot more damage if I do put Tauros in range with the Stealth Rock. So I went for Stealth Rocks. I know he's obviously gonna Mega Evolve here. He is a Mega Venusaur, and I decide to actually just go for the Earth Power. And the reason I go for Earth Power, as you're gonna see, is that I want to get chip damage on this Mega Venusaur, because if it's fully defensive, physically defensive Mega Venusaur, it has a slight chance to live on my Adamant Mega Pinsir's return, which is pretty wild. Mega Venusaur is freaking bulky, but it has a chance. So if we get like 10% on this Mega Venusaur, then we're good. Mega Pinsir can always just come in and 100% kill this thing. So I go for Earth Power because it should do at least like 15%. We actually get a crit, so that's very nice. It does a very good chunk of damage, and that's very nice. Like I said, getting that chip for Mega Pinsir to be able to just click return and kill something is very cool. So here I decided to sack off my Kamala. I had a feeling he was gonna go for the Giga Drain, and I did not want him to kill off my Stunfisk because Stunfisk is putting a lot of pressure on his team right now. And also if he killed my Stunfisk there with Giga Drain, he would get all that health back, and then Pinsir, once again, if he is fully physically defensive, might not actually kill. So I decided to sack off my Kamala. He's not gonna get enough health to the point where he's out of range of my Mega Pinsir. He's still in range of Mega Pinsir, which is very good. So Kamala goes down. Kamala did his job. Kamala put in work this week, toxicking the Slowbro, just being a little bit annoying with the wish passing. And Kamala, good job Kamala, very proud of you. So I'm gonna go to Mega Pinsir. Like I said, Mega Pinsir can just come in, click return, and something dies. Tauros dies, Slowbro dies, Skunk Tank, which is what he goes into, dies. If he was sashed, he's gonna lose the sash because of the rocks. What else does he have? Slurpuff dies, I think I said that. And I think that's all he has right now. Yeah, Tornado's already dead. So I'm gonna Mega Evolve. I'm gonna click the return button and completely wipe out this Skunk Tank. Skunk Tank, bye bye. Mega Pinsir, just massive power from this mon, man. I really am so happy I picked up this mon. This thing just hits extremely hard, and I love it. I love Mega Pinsir already. So completely wiping out Skunk Tank. Had no chance to live whatsoever. Mega Pinsir picking up the kill very nicely. And he didn't have Aftermath. I don't know what the other ability. Aftermath would have been nice, because if I completely killed that thing there, I think Pinsir would have just been dead. And I just thought of that right now, which is pretty crazy. I don't know what other ability he put on it. But he could easily go into his Tauros here, and Tauros is gonna wipe out our Pinsir. So we have to switch out. I do believe I go into, yeah, my Stunfisk was the safest play against his Pinsir here. I mean his Tauros. I believe he goes for the Rock Slide, which is completely not gonna do anything to Stunfisk. Stunfisk is just so bulky, and Stunfisk is putting in so much work this week, man. Stunfisk MVP, definitely MVP, putting up rocks. What else did it do? It put that chip damage on Mega Venusaur and things like that. So that's very nice. Stunfisk is still gonna put a lot of more work the rest of this match. So you're gonna see Stunfisk ain't done yet putting in the work. So he withdraws his Tauros. I believe I go for Earth Power here. I do believe I go for the Earth Power here to hit, because I thought he was gonna go into his Mega Venusaur just to put a little more chip damage on it. I went for Earth Power, but he goes into Slowbro. I could have went for T-Ball and just wipe out this Slowbro, or at least put it in really close range to dying to the next T-Ball. But I went for Earth Power and put it in some decent range. With Toxic, I have a very good chance to kill. With the investment I have on my Stunfisk, I had a very high chance to kill this Slowbro. So we're gonna click T-Bolt, hopefully wipe out this Slowbro, and we'll be happy, very happy. So Toxic putting in damage, putting in a lot of damage. So we're gonna see. I do go for the T-Bolt. Can Stunfisk pick up a kill here? Do we get the very high roll in our favor? And let's see the bars dropping, and nah, we do not get the roll, which is completely fine. He's gonna go for Scald. This is his first Scald of the match, and in my head I was like, yeah, he's gonna get the burn. I don't really care. It's fine if he does get the burn, and bam, he does get the burn. But it's whatever. Stunfisk's health is not really that important right now. At this point in the match, I had a lot of stuff calculated and just ready for action. So Stunfisk didn't kill Slowbro, but it is gonna die to the Toxic, which is actually a kill for Kamala, I do believe, if they do it like that. But Kamala, once again, putting in work. Beautiful job, Kamala. Very well done. Even after Kamala's did, it's still haunting Slowbro, so that's pretty funny. But Slowbro goes down, and I'm not sure. I thought he was gonna go into Mega Venusaur. I think Mega Venusaur would have been a very nice play for him to go into, but it does bait out my Mega Pinsir because I can live any hit from that Mega Venusaur. So he's gonna go into Slurpuff, which I was completely fine with, because with Rocky Helmet Chip from Suicune, with Rocks from Stunfisk, if he belly drums up, he does not get enough health from the Citrus Berry to live a Thunderbolt from my Stunfisk. So I'm just gonna click Thunderbolt. He drops down, he gets that belly drum boost, he's gonna get the Unburden, he's gonna get the Citrus Berry, he's around 40%, and my Stunfisk does like 41 to 50 something percent to this Slurpuff, so I 100% knew I was gonna be able to kill the Slurpuff with the Thunderbolt, and I was like, there's no way he can really live this unless he has a lot of investment in Spadef and HP. So Stunfisk picking up a nice kill on the Slurpuff, putting this big threat against our team that could actually still have won him the game, and just completely wiped that out. So Stunfisk is beautiful, man. Stunfisk is a beautiful mon. I love this mon so far. Tier 5, who cares? This thing is putting in the work for us, and very nicely. So he's gonna go into Venusaur. He could go for Growth, he could go for Giga Drain, he could go for HP Fire, which I did. I knew he had HP Fire because he told me that he is using the same set from last week, so I knew he had HP Fire. So I'm gonna switch into my Mega Pinsir. He could make the play for HP Fire. It's fine. I know I'm gonna live it no matter what. I'm gonna live any hit from this thing. And as you're gonna see, he is gonna go for the HP Fire. Very nice play. I'm getting some chip damage on my Mega Pinsir, but Mega Pinsir is not really gonna come in after this anymore. We're gonna hit return, and we're gonna kill off this Mega Venus. So the Megas going up against each other, and of course my Mega's better, so it's gonna kill Mega Venusaur. He could switch into Tauros and just give Mega Pinsir 2 kills, but he's obviously not gonna do that. And this thing is gonna drop to the face. Mega Pinsir, CJ Fly, put it into work. Getting another kill, killing Skunk Tank and killing this thing. So very nice, very good work from Pinsir. Amazing Mega, amazing Mega. But he's gonna go into Tauros. I think this thing's Scarf. Either way, it outspeeds us regardless. So I'm gonna switch into my Stunfisk. I'm gonna sack off the Stunfisk here, because we're not gonna be able to live 2 Sheer Force boosted body slams from this Tauros. So we're gonna go to Gypsy Fisk. Gypsy Fisk put in so much work this match. It did massive damage to Slowbro. It set up the rocks. It chipped away at Mega Venusaur, and it killed the biggest threat against our team, which was that Slurpuff. So Gypsy Fisk definitely the MVP this week, just because it just did a lot to his team, and without this thing we would have probably not won. I don't think so. I don't know. We could have won, but it's just put in so much work. It was just like a free agent in this battle because Jolteon was not brought. So very nice. Stunfisk sadly is gonna go down, but like I said, it did its job. And it's just set up for the rest of the mons to win. So Stunfisk is gonna go down here. We do still have Focus Sash Greninja, and he cannot paralyze us because he is Sheer Force. So we're gonna live a Body Slam. I already know he's Scarf, so he's gonna outspeed our Greninja, but he's gonna drop us to our Sash, as you're gonna see in a few seconds here. I'm just gonna talk through it because it's no point. He's gonna drop us to the Sash, and we're gonna hit our Torrent boosted Modest Scald, and it's obviously gonna kill this Tauros, so you're gonna see that in a second. But I'm just gonna talk over that while you guys watch it. We are gonna take week 8 this week. We are 5-3, and we are leading our group, which is very nice. I'm very happy about that. I'm probably gonna cut this outro pretty short because it's really late for me right now. I had to re-record this, and I was pretty annoyed I had to re-record this because I had to watch the battle like 3 times in a row, and I'm pretty tired. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said, we are 5-3. Next week we go against Gearheart and his Seattle Staraptor, I do believe. So that's gonna be an exciting one. He has a very good record. He's a good battler, so we're gonna be having to put in a lot of work. Hopefully we play better. Like I said, I made mistakes this match. It's whatever, it happens. I need to play better. My potential, I have way more potential than I have been showing, so I'm gonna try to get that next week. But thank you guys for watching. Sorry if I was a little soft because, like I said, it's really late for me. But like always, fam, have a beautiful day. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe. And just be happy. Thank you guys. Peace out.